Let's get... Actually, it is kind of my fault. It seems like my guy was an utter fucking monster before he died if he was working with... No, I don't. I don't even know. I don't think we can speak. I think you are just another random NPC. Shut the fuck up. Whoa, hold on. Random boy means nothing. Has the coolest cape I've ever seen. I want one of those. I really miss when I had a cape at the start of the game. How come fucking late game god tier armor that is better than what I started with doesn't get a cape? I would argue that capes are the coolest fucking things humanly possible, so therefore the greatest armor humanly fucking possible deserves the coolest fucking capes of all. What? That will always be my favorite reaction to my presence. I wish as soon as I entered a room, everyone in the world would do that. Not everyone in the world, everyone in the said fucking room. Just how I'm forever greeted. Wait, why am I in here again? Thanks for the adventure. I don't think I have number 9 yet. This is where I just came from. But okay, it's getting old already. I never ever ever want that to happen again. That's it. We're done. That was Adessa. What? I spent nearly 2 full sessions. Wait, have I spoken to Manon?
Well,
The name doesn't seem all that familiar. No, fuck you. But yeah, I mean, we spent like nearly 2 sessions in Issa. We spent at least 1 full one. We got here like halfway through the session, right? Like, I was doing quite a bit before we came here. And it seems like we're done. I can't think of anything else to do. I mean, in Rathir as well. I think we were actually there for 2 full sessions. And maybe even another little bit of one as well, because that place was fucking huge. I don't know why they completely cucked the gnomes. I guess because the city's technically unfinished, but there is that constant screaming in the background that it's just impossible to investigate. It apparently just doesn't exist. Both main quests now, in fact, the other main quest is gone. We're just not doing Fomerus's thing, no? It's going to Melsenshire, and then I guess we're going to start 2 quests, like Aelin will take us in one direction, Agarth will take us in the other, as always. I mean, I can go to Argene. I can find the 2nd chapter if you really want. That's one other thing I can do in Adessa, I guess. Maybe I just didn't... Maybe I'm not high level enough for all of the missions yet. It's definitely a possibility, but it's a possibility I massively fucking doubt.
Welcome.
Can I go into the garrison without being murdered? Yeah, it's not like the armory. Thank the fuck, because I really need whatever the hell this is. Adessa number 2. Oh, how many fucking chapters are there? This better be some damn good loot, because Adessa has disappointed the fuck out of me so far. It hasn't even given me a chance to get bored to go into the House of Valor. Like, I'm still just, you know, I'm expecting more. I'm waiting for more to come. So I sort of have a reason like, oh shit, I'm overwhelmed. I'm gonna go take my anger out on these random poor fucking mercenaries who are probably being forced into it anyway. But I don't even have the opportunity to do that because I'm just desperately trying to milk it for more content. And I don't mean for YouTube. I mean, I'm desperately just trying to milk it because I feel like the completionist in me isn't getting satisfied by these gnome fucks. I don't think that I have been gnomed. And that's so sad. Chapter 2. The Garrison. I gotta do a big Irish voice. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna let my nose explode. Actually, no. I think I'll read first, which is a bad idea because my brain is all clouded until I blow my nose. I don't know how those things are connected, but it definitely feels that way. I guess my sinuses are just ready to burst, which is gross, and I wish I never said that. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of delirious, so I will say gross things, and just don't blame me. Blame the sickness. Go beat up the flu for me if you're mad. There are many who, in the case of where's my Irish accent gone? What the fuck was that? There are many who, in the case of silent quorums, hold that the presence of a Praetorian garrison is affront to the principles of Adessa was built for. To them, I say that the gates of knowledge must be fortified. What we have in the Livrarium, what we hope to display with the prosperity of our new city, requires protection. It requires support. The garrison is not a house of war or suppression or conflict. It is an instrument that our society can call upon to protect and further our knowledge. The structure is as important to the city as the Livrarium, and the melancholia is the sanguine in the body. Without it, the precious balance is upset. Once I have completed work on the Garrison, I worked on the construction of the Adessa's laboratories. Adessa laboratories. Where are they?
What?
Wait, so you finished the fucking guards? You gave the guards somewhere to live before you worked on the knowledge. You prioritized the military, basically. No, this isn't a front to what fucking Adessa was built for. I mean, I guess you needed guards while you were building because Datsir is an utter shithole. But did they really need somewhere to sleep? They could have suffered for their art for just a little bit longer. I don't really want to turn that in. It'll just be a nice surprise when you go upstairs because I know you just make me do it all over again anyway, you monster. I guess I could turn it in and then say I don't want more work, but they always just stay in the log. It's so annoying and I hate everything about that. Where am I going? I think I just ran right away from it. I am not a smart man today. Oh my god. Who are you? You are no one. You had an interesting face, if you don't mind me saying. I thought you were actually going to be important. Money and this thing, which doesn't count as stealing for some reason, even though I'm going to take the most expensive thing Adessa has ever seen because of it. Chapter 3, the laboratories. But though our city was born as a place to protect the knowledge that our great race had amassed in all its history, I was determined to ensure that our accumulation of knowledge would proceed, if not grow, once the city had been completed. And so I began construction of the laboratories. How curious it was to put up the halls and doorways, with the thought that this skeletal structure might one day house the minds that put an end to war, or make travel between great distances instantaneous, or make the moon shine as bright as the desert sun. It was humbling, yet it affirmed my resolve to construct a space of timeless experimentation. It is in this building that I have sheltered the creativity and ingenuity of our race, and the qualities that set us apart from the others. Only on completing it did I know we would need as grand a building to foster our diplomacy. And so I set to work on creating the Domus politica. Does that just mean the dome of politics? Because that sounds way too fucking cool. You're calling it a dome? Can I jump from it? Oh, that would have been so amazing. That would have absolutely ruined every single fucking person's experiments, but it would have been so very more than worth it. But yeah, the dome of politics? You make it sound like some kind of massive sports stadium. It's a little bit more boring than that. I mean, both sports and politics are the most boring fucking things in the world, but not everyone thinks that, right? I mean, am I sad if I think that politics are probably a bit more interesting than sport? Not by much. They both absolutely suck at their bottom of the barrel. But, I mean, come on, man. It's just a ball getting kicked around a load of grass. No. Alright, let's make our way up here, and let's see what we got going on. Oh god, sorry, that was gross. Once we've finished this mission, I promise I will go ahead and take a break for a second just to get my nose in order. But until then, we shall read forth. How many fucking pages do you need? Oh, okay, you get 3 words on that one. Just write a bit smaller, you wasteful slime. Chapter 4. The Domus politica. What bounty is there in gifts that are not shared? How are we to know we are graced if there are none there to grace us? Diplomacy has always been the way of my people. To bear treaties and words instead of swords. As we progress in the studies of magic and philosophy, should we not endeavor to share these gifts with races less apt and forward-thinking than us? And so then I had them construct the Domus politica, a place centered not on focusing our ingenuity inwards, but out. A home of scribes and letters where truces and compromises reign. The city was taking shape, and our prosperity was already coming due. And with that, it became clear of the need of a way to manage the trade and assets we had constructed here. And so work began on the Grand Bursars. I genuinely thought they might have attempted to make this difficult and given me like riddles to solve. Not necessarily incredibly difficult riddles, even if they were unbelievably obvious, it would have been something. But apparently, I'm going to be the first person to uncover this great fucking secret, even though he literally tells you where to go at the end of every book. What's wrong with it? Oh, it's a place, it's a testament to our race's grand ingenuity. That I imagine you... So for one, that's an absolute fucking slight on you, because apparently your great fucking ingenuity could only come up with telling me the place exactly, instead of coming up with something like... What, did you just want one random arsehole? You didn't really care who the hell it was, just anyone stumbles across this eventually? We saw someone with the book open on the table. That's how I found volume fucking 1. You mean, they saw, and it was like, it's telling me to go to the barracks? What could that possibly mean? I don't understand. There must be some incredible greater meaning behind it. No, it means go to the barracks and pick up the book. You idiot. You absolute fucking moron. This is not difficult. And it's kind of really depressing because it could have been difficult. It could have been interesting. And I mean, I like learning about it, but I guess they thought people wouldn't want to bother with the books. I love reading the books. Chapter 5. The Grand Bursars. When I was an apprentice, my master... Master? How would an Irish person say master? My master. Master. Difference, like it's sort of an in-between between master and master? My master. That would be it. Okay. When I was an apprentice, my master gave me a piece of advice that I never forgot. He told me that the key to fostering the best of someone, was to eliminate their needs. A mind cannot be brilliant if it is concerned for survival, or burdened with worry. And so, to get the best out of Adessa's minds, I endeavored to create an institution that would see to the needs for the entirety of their lives. The Grand Bursars. It was to supply and manage all of the city's finances, so that our scholars and Templars might not burden their great minds with such minutiae. And like all things that my race has put its mind to, the Bursars has performed admirably. We were quickly seen by merchants as far as Rathir as a stable means of housing their investments. And our bankers were quick to revolutionize the financial structures previously employed by our society. With our needs seen to, I could see that the Bursars would only serve half our needs, which led to the construction of the Arcadium. Is there even anything left? I mean, there's a load of mundane-ass building. I guess the last one he built is going to be for the poor? Maybe that's where the greatest treasure is housed. Oh, if they're smart, they'll do that, because that's actually really fucking sweet. And it'd be amazing if I get sort of the choice of just, like, maybe a poor dude comes along and sees me in the act of, unearthing their greatest treasure, and they're like, oh, dude, this would absolutely save our lives. It would be totally bomb, yo. Which is, of course, exactly how every medieval gnome speaks. But yeah, I mean, that'd be nice, because I don't really need another million. Because you know their greatest treasure is only going to be worth about 10 grand max, because this game does not understand its own economy for some reason. Or at least allows me to break the economy immediately. Chapter 6. The Arcadium. Every city must have a market, and Adessa's no different. But rather than something tawdry, dirty, and bustling, I vowed that for the crafts we gnomes excel at, gemcraft, potion work, book writing, we would house them in a building that befits their grace and honor. And so I was determined to make the Arcadium a house of trade without parallel, a home to all the grandeur you might find elsewhere in the city. Once these buildings were underway, I felt confident to begin working on my next jewel for this crown, the Basilica Nostra. There's gonna be 7, aren't there? And it's gonna take me to every single fucking building in the city! And this is nightmarish. Alright, since this is relatively far away, I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a quick break. Jihad myself out of my nose. Hopefully that'll clear my mind for a little bit, and then we will go on just a little bit longer. Because holy shit, today has gone so fast. I don't know if it's just because I've basically been hallucinating my way through it with my weird-ass flu-y fever dream. But, I don't know, man. It's gone so damn fast. I kind of want to play a fuckload more, but that would not be fair to the poor, sweet, elderly neighbors off in the distance. And I don't really want to blow out their eardrums all night. So, I'm going to go ahead and try and fix my brain real quick. And I will see you guys in a second, even though we've just made it to the Basilica. Did I lie? Did I lie the entire time? I may have lied, and I didn't even mean to. It's just because I rambled too fucking long, and now I'm 5 fucking seconds away from the book anyway. Hopefully this one will send me quite far away as well, so I have a reason to jump cut again. I don't really want to jump cut here and then just sit around for a while until I can come back in exactly the same fucking place. That doesn't feel worth a jump cut. But I also don't want to torture you guys by making you listen to me blow my nose. That's not very professional now, is it? Then again, you've been hearing me cough and fucking sniffle all day, so it might not even be that bad at this point. Maybe you've grown accustomed to it. Maybe you've even grown to love it. I highly doubt it. There's an 8th. Of course there's a fucking 8th. To be fair, it would have been grosser to me if there wasn't an 8th and we just ended on 7. What a weird number to end on. The Basilica Nostra. What can be said about the Basilica Nostra that could do it justice? I raised the walls and created the ceiling, sure enough. But the shell pales in comparison to its contents. This is the true culmination of its efforts, where we distill experiments and crafts and labors into theorems, laws, and axioms. This is where the divine transformation from experience into knowledge truly occurs. It is the portion of the city that I am proud of. That and the grandness of the Forum. The Forum sucks. Everything about the Forum sucks. It's the most disappointing part of all of Adessa, because it was built up, like everyone was mentioning, it was meant to be like literally where their seat of government is.
Yes.
And maybe now, Hughes is in there. And if that's the case, then you have redeemed yourself. Because I am basically in love with Hughes. I want to put him in my pocket and take him everywhere I go and just nuzzle his little head every now and then. Nuzzle? That's not what I meant. That's a very, very different thing. I meant like ruffle his little hair or whatever the fuck.
What?
Just to give myself a little boost. A little bit of morale boost before we go into fucking war again. But no, it's just some Templars. Just some Templars and a book. I mean, I know this place isn't built yet. I know Hughes probably deserves a little bit better. But he was living in a dungeon for like 2 months in between Adessa and, sorry, not Adessa, in between Alistar and me discovering him in said fucking dungeon, so does it really matter? I think he'll take what he can get, even if he's forced to live inside of one of these fucking crates. Adessa 8. This is the final one. Alright, well, I'll read this, and then I think we'll take our little break. So, where the fuck you at? We have a lot of these. These need to go away very, very soon after. How big are you? Not very big. Never mind. I thought this was another massive book, but we're fine. Chapter 8. The Forum. The Forum would be the last of the building I would leave to my beloved city. And woe fills me for being too infirm to see it to its completion. But here, in time, will be a center for all gnomes to have a voice. To hear the words of the just and kind Templars. Here will be the central pin that holds the city together. Its heart, its soul. I weep to think I will no longer sketch the plans and detail the stones that will form the city. But for you, dear Rita, for you, Deirdre, who has been fit to follow me throughout my journey in making the city, I leave a simple gift. There is a book hidden in the stacks of the librarium, dedicated to those that wish to master the art of speech, learn its teachings, and use the skill to spread word of my marvelous city after I have passed. Galen again. Your treasure sucks. A single skill book that I could probably sell for like $3,000? That's the best you could come up with? End me. End me so very hard in horrible ways. I'll be right back. Well, when I came back, I kind of expected to be adding Adessa's greatest fucking treasure, which just so happens to be a self-help book written by a goddamn idiot to my collection, but no, I found this guy here, little old Eric Porth. Oh, what a cutie. And I don't think we've ever spoken to him before, probably because he could not look more like a generic random citizen. So, yeah, I was paying no attention to you the last time I'm here, but apparently you're a trainer.
But stone for stone, I would rate Adessa among the greatest cities in the world. Or I will when it's complete.
And, stone for stone, I'd say you're a complete fucking idiot. Adessa sucks in comparison to Rather, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a grey boy. Training, please. Wait, I can actually train this? Required skill 0 to 3, required level 0, but I'm only level 3. in dispelling.
Very well.
I thought I was half decent, Noofs. Fuck yeah, I'll take your training. And now talk to me forever, because there's like a whole nother 4 options. I'm not passing that shit up.
Just idle conversation. I'm afraid I can't be of much use. Unless, of course, you seek to learn some dispelling.
Oh, I adore fucking idle conversation. I crave it. I need my next fix. So, tell me about Adessa, buddy.
Will stand for centuries. You can tell that already just by standing here. History is being made as we speak.
Oh yeah, down the line, fucking everyone is gonna remember about the time this random fucking grey idiot showed up and spoke to the mighty Eric Porth in this exact location. People are gonna show up, it's gonna be like fucking... I can't think of an equivalent. I guess, where is it the Beatles walked across? Whatever fucking road, it'll be that, but they will just stand in this exact situation. Even if they're not gnomes, they will literally have their legs hacked to pieces just so they can be short enough to recreate this beautiful moment. And can you blame them? Absolute, fucking chef kiss perfection. Dispelling training.
It as a hobby. Next thing you know, I'm
what a
good
weird
enough to
hobby.
share the knowledge. All for the right price, of course.
A hobby that can blow you up and curse you for life at any fucking moment. Dude, failing a dispelling ward literally kills me. And I am in all fucking full fucking armor, or whatever. I have taken on demons, I have brought down demons, I've killed the most powerful mages of all time, and yet breaking a ward open will burn me to death almost instantly. You're a badass if that's what you consider a hobby. Eric Porth.
Odd jobs and studies on behalf of the researchers in the laboratories. Always work to be done.
It's like working for the fucking FBI bomb squad and just being like, oh yeah, it's just a hobby. It's no biggie. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The walls. Are home to the assistants, the mundane researchers like myself. We strive to ensure that the institutions of the Isles are optimally supported.
Well, that was a wonderful conversation, my friend. I will not oh my god! Where did this absolute legion come from? And why? They were information and everything. It soon broke as I started ramming them the fuck down, but who are you? Why do you exist? What is going on? And where am I going? I am going to the librarium. I'm gonna turn off my shield. It was amazing during that fight, but I don't think we're gonna be fighting anything in Adessa anytime soon. I mean, apart from all the terrifying dog shit we've had to deal with so far, other than that, it's a relatively peaceful place for some reason, even though there should probably be a peasant rebellion at any time soon. Did no one see... In my head, he was like the skinny fucking naked ancient dude, like creeping around Scooby-Doo style. Did no one else see that? Yes. Was he loading in? Was he naked when he loaded in? I think he might have been for like one frame, because that is burned into my fucking eyeballs forever. My retinas will never recover from the horrible, horrible atrocities I just saw. So, where's your shitty self-help book? It's just a book of persuasion. I'm already maxed out in persuasion. I mean, I think if I get this, I will now actually be able to take off my item that gives me extra persuasion, but I mean, it's not like it fucking matters. It's permanently increased. Chapter 3, on rhetoric and its relation to fact. Who's this written by? I don't know, but it's fucking long, so if you want to skip this, please do feel free. I will not hold it against you, but obviously the people who stick around are going to be way sexier than you for the next 3 minutes. So, it is difficult to delve deep into rhetoric and the persuasive arts without first addressing the medium's inexorable detachment from fact. Or, put more simply, that which is obviously true. Many of my colleagues in the Basilica Nostra are quick to dismiss the value of an education based in the study of rhetoric, for the simple reason that rhetoric emphasizes the form an argument takes rather than the basis of the argument itself. Any argument not grounded in hard, irrefutable facts is not worth being made, fought for, or upheld, according to them. But there is a world beyond the syllogism. No idea what that is. Hey Siri. Hello, co-host. Please don't be dead. Hey Siri. Define syllogism. What the fuck? Hey Siri, come on. You bastard. Define syllogism. You're an arsehole. Define syllogism. He doesn't want to listen. Is it because it's locked? There's never been a problem before. One last fucking try before it gets ridiculous. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Define syllogism. Thank you, you cunt. What? That's a lot of words. I refuse to. It took me that long to get that. It took me like a whole minute, and I can't bring myself to deal with that. Beyond the progressions of postulates and conclusions of discourses, and perhaps most importantly, there exist people over whom fact holds no meaning. It is in these times that a knowledge of rhetoric, of stance, of elocution and dramatization can reign. Another oft-given reason for the avoidance of studying rhetoric, made by the scribes and aides of the Domus politica, is an insistence that knowledge of rhetoric might somehow corrupt or otherwise pollute the moral fiber of the one that employs it. This book is basically just, why isn't it called How to Control Stupid People? That is basically what you're saying. Surely, such detractors suggest that just as martial or financial power stokes the flame of ambition in those who wield it, so could the power of influence, wielded by a rhetorician, that easily corruptible fuck, wielded by a rhetorician, give way to equally rampant ambition. Against such claims I can only stand with mouth agape, and perhaps more than just my mouth. Rhetoric is a product of our enlightened minds. To compare it with martial authoritarianism, or the practice of usury, you fucking god, I suck. To present it as merely another avenue for one being to express dominance over another is wholly absurd. True rhetoric is means to an end, but to achieve mastery over rhetoric, one must first open one's mind to a corpus of the finest works these lands have to offer. The Misgivings by Ballard O'Reilly, Decanus Karen's 25 and 1 supports, and internalize them. To excel at rhetoric is to be wordly. Yes, wordly. I thought it was worldly for a second, but no, that's apparently a word. To be persuasive, one must examine issues from all sides, and to those that are easily persuaded by even an amateur, I might argue that they are asking to be taken advantage of. In light of such a testament, then, and the understanding that rhetoric requires such a breadth of knowledge, how can my opponents presume to know that rhetoric will yield to corruption? How can a mind that has seen so much, studied great works, and diversified their perception to such ends, fall to base temptation? Is the pursuit of rhetorical ability, not in its own way, a quest for self-enlightenment? And under such a view, how could we ever assume that such a person could succumb? How could we ever assume that such a person could succumb? What a glorious way to end that boring fucking book. I enjoyed that. I really, really like the way that they're written, and I like that books written by different people are so blatantly written by different people. You can even tell the cultural influences. It is genuinely like a gnome wrote that. It is genuinely like that we just got gnomed out of absolutely fucking nowhere, brutally gnomed with no fucking regard for our safety. And I really, really enjoy that. The lore in this game, the world building, absolutely fantastic. You can tell they were building for an MMO, which I only really found out recently. You can sort of tell anyway from the gameplay. It's very much sort of that single-player MMO style. Sort of a bit reminiscent of Dragon Age Inquisition in that regard, except it's probably an insult to compare this game's combat to Dragon Age Inquisition's, because Dragon Age Inquisition is one of the worst combat systems I've ever played in an RPG. Which is insane, because Dragon Age Origins has a beautiful tactical combat system, Dragon Age 2 has an exciting combat system, and Inquisition just had neither. It was really weird. It like tried to be tactical again, but it was the complete opposite. I don't know what they'd done, to be honest. But Inquisition was just a disaster in terms of combat, which is annoying because they had all those dragon fights. It was so cool. Find the courier. You know what's sad? We're done with Adessa. For now, I might as well leave. There is nothing else to it. It says help your contact, but that's just taking me back to my contact. The rest of everything I need to do is out in the wider world, which is a real shame. That, like, I don't mind going back to the wider world and everything, but to be done in Adessa, so damn quickly. It seems like a crime, man. Especially in comparison to Rathid, which just had so very many quests and so much depth and so much inner intrigue. I was loving every second of that, but this time around, no, not quite so much. I still enjoyed what was there, but it just felt a lot more shallow than everywhere else, and I guess that's partly down to the city being unfinished. Not in terms of dev time, though who the fuck knows. City being unfinished as, like, it's literally still being built by the gnomes. Maybe it was building something in the future, or a DLC that just never ended up happening. I will never know, but holy fuck, what is this? I mean, it's great, and it's Colossae. The name is a pun on the Colossae word for insight, suggesting the ease with which one's enemy's guts may be revealed to public view? Okay. That's nice. That doesn't really seem like a joke that such a refined people as the Colossae might make. That seems base and filthy. Peasant humor. But no, yeah, I'm a bit terrified by that. That is absolutely horrible. And I mean, it'd be amazing if this didn't give me a plus 20% damage. Like, Aleander's Edge, I don't think will be replaced. They look gorgeous. They work gorgeous. Everything about them is fucking awesome. I love Cattle Piss, or whatever the hell they were called, but it's not gonna replace. And for now, I guess let's turn this in to Ajin. Here's a box, I guess.
Your return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not. There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note.
Have you tried stomping on it?
He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then.
Okay, you act like that's gonna be the easiest thing in the world, which it will be, but I mean, do you do this to the rest of your fucking students? I doubt it. How do I free the pit? She just told us, you idiot. I think we'll probably get more out of the dude in his engine than we will from her. Oh, that's why this laboratory exists. I remember, it's been forever since I checked on you. I probably did your mission as well, didn't I? Maybe? Hopefully? Kill two birds with one bird? Use the Aravis engine, recover the lost handbook. I have two things that I need to do here, which is fucking strange considering none of them involved the mission that this guy gave me. To be honest, I don't remember the mission that this guy gave me, but it definitely wasn't get a book from my own fucking basement. Because that would be so very painfully boring even for that guy. And he is a particularly painful boy, don't get me wrong. So, is this place full of absolute hell? I've clearly killed things down here, which is strange considering it's a laboratory that you're currently using. How did you fuck up so bad as to let all these things in? Use the Aravis engine. Well, where's the fucking handbook? What's going on? Use the Aravis engine on the ornate, but I remember coming to you as well and not knowing what the fuck you were. Excuse me. The machine whines and shudders until the ornate box dissolves, leaving the master's pick floating in your fingers. However, the magics of the engine seem to have had a detrimental effect on the master's pick, as it is now broken. I mean, she asked me to do it. Don't blame me. You asked me to come down here without fucking supervision and use experimental technology that no one even fucking understands. And you're probably gonna hate me for the fact it's broken, huh? I don't think I deserve it. I think I've been a good boy. I think I did everything you asked me to do, and I think you're just an absolute asshole. But I mean, I don't know. She seems alright. She just doesn't seem as loving as the Fey lady who was leading Star Camp. What was her name? The Knave of Coins. I just love that name. And the Cup Man. Fucking what was it? I don't know. The One Queen, One Cup lady, or whoever the hell is leading those guys. Where is that handbook? What do you want? Excuse me. Oh, it's above. Okay, I didn't realize this place was just gonna sort of fold in on itself in the most horrible way possible. But I guess it only makes sense. Are you gonna be mad if I try and take this? Of course not, because nothing in a quest is ever stealing for some reason. So, what is this? I've already forgotten what it was called. I think it was Motus something. Motus Handbook. Can I read it? I can, but it's fucking long. Oh my god, it's huge. Do I care? Do I care? First and foremost, principle, blah, 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 blah. Fuck. I think it's just something about all of their people dying. I don't know. I'm not playing the Outer Worlds. I don't need to spend like 20 minutes reading corporate fucking spiel that means nothing to me. Right? Yeah. I mean, it would take us whoa! It's already 10? Fuck, okay, well we better end off pretty damn soon. I'll probably wrap up like 1 or 2 quests that feel like they're only gonna take 5 fucking minutes or something. I don't want to go too overtime today, especially since my brain has already shut down on me like 20 times throughout this session. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, but we'll probably recover eventually, right? I'm probably not permanently brain damaged. Kingdoms of Amalur will not break me. Hello, Apple Man.
I've already lost 3 miners to the Barghists.
Who cares? There's a book. Oh, I can ask about I can ask about one person. Who's Edgar Aaron again? Oh yeah, he's that dude I slaughtered. Also, what's going on here? That doesn't look possible. It doesn't look fucking comfortable anyway. Oh, you're like a little turtle man. That's better.
Oh, he certainly seemed to despise us. I'm glad you were able to put a stop to his plans.
You ruined his entire life. I mean, he's clearly enough of an arsehole to do it, but you're still an absolute monster for pushing him to that play. That's not how you speak English. You're still an absolute monster to forcing him down that path? That's definitely a sentence that kind of makes sense. I have a handbook to deliver.
Oh, I see. The Home Office finally managed to dig up a copy of the Mortis Mining Branch handbook. Thank you for delivering it.
Nope, just stole it from some other asshole. Just ignore the fact that some of the pages might be a little bit sticky. The other one was very, very, very much into his own employees dying. Right, so that takes me back to Adessa. That was not nearly long enough. I want to go a little bit more overtime than 1 minute. The messenger. That takes me to Malsenshir, so no. My contact. What? That's purely taking me back here. I don't believe you. Didn't you ask me to do something? Cordon Passant. Find the courier. Where is the courier? Rathir, right? What? In Sun Camp. I was literally just there. I didn't see another mission show up. Oh, I'm just fucking totally blind. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I just can't see anymore. I should have seen that. That was right next to the old lady I was just, interrogating. I mean, I do need to go back here for 2 reasons, though, so this isn't too awful, right? Return to Argine, find the courier, collect iron components.
Don't suppose you've had...
Do I have any iron? Apparently not, but I think that's just a permanently repeatable thing, so I couldn't really give less of a fuck about your existence, sir. That's not too big of an issue. Parwin Well. Wake the fuck up,
seem to have attracted a
bitch.
guest. What can I help you with?
Guest things. Cordon Passant wants his letter.
Oh, that would be the squeaky little gnome from Adessa. Smelled like vellum and book paste, as I recall. I was hired to
What
take
is
the note
book
from
paste?
him.
I was just talking
Sure
about the
was
sticky
ready.
pages. It was
A
him all
gnomish
along.
scholar named Arancourt hired me to take it and throw it in the quarry. That's where you can find that letter if you're looking. And I can even give you Arancourt's orders as proof, if you pay the right price.
Imagine being enough of a tiny little nerd man to call your fucking cum book paste. What horrible situations do you have to have been in the past? Well, I guess we do have, like, endless books of smut just constantly being dragged around. I've even thrown some in storage for later, so it's not really a surprise. It's worth nothing to you. Can't you help a fellow traveler? Nah, I like
suppose
using my
you're right.
persuasion.
If you care so much about the little rag, I can part ways with it. Now don't say I didn't give you anything.
Where's Cordon's letter? I mean, you literally just gave it to me, didn't
I
you?
was paid
Oh wait,
to
no,
throw
sorry, I
down
wasn't
there by
listening
some
clearly.
gnome. Scholar Arancourt's her name. It's all written in those
Oh
orders
yeah,
I
the
gave
bitch
you.
who absolutely
Another
despises
time.
me. That's unsurprising. Come on, what did you give me? Orders, right? Was that orders for you to throw it away? 'Cause I don't fucking see them anywhere. I think you're a fucking liar. Unless it was taken away from me. I don't know why it would have been. Where are you? Oh, it's right here. A note detailing a plan to lose the letter drafted by Cordon Passant. So I guess she just paid you more than the other arsehole, huh? And you just took both people's money. You, lady, are utter scum. But I guess that's the entire point of being a traveler. I guess we're all scum in our own little way. Just others way more than others. I meant some way more than others, but my brain did not let that happen. Did not allow actual words to come out of my mouth. That would be insane. Talk to me, lady. I think your hair just spawned and that looked horrible, but whatever. We're not going to talk about that. I'm not going to embarrass you about your little interdimensional wig.
Here. The Hierophant predicted that you would steal the Master's pick, and you come back with this. I've hated Arcea for years. Always speaking truth, always. But this job, this failure, is a fallacy. How could the Hierophant be wrong? Never mind that.
Maybe I
There's
just
a more
suck.
pressing
Why
matter
does this
at
have to be
hand.
her
The
fault?
Hierophant has another task for you. You
Where
must
can I begin
pray
the
at
job?
Hierophant shrine in camp. It is the only means of conversing to our guide.
Alright then, well I think that's what we're gonna do to end off this lovely session. And then hopefully in the next one, wait, classic misdirection? What the hell's that? Oh right, yeah, that's the faction quest that I literally just picked up. How am I that stupid? How am I stupid enough to pick it up 2 seconds ago and then already forget that I just did that? I'm falling to pieces. This session clearly needs to come to an end. So let's end it with a lovely little bit of prayer, shall we? Like the wholesome little scummy
And
fucking
lastly,
thieves that we
You
are.
arrive. There is something hesitant in your step, I see. But it is not your step that concerns me. I have learned that an enemy of the Travelers is soon to meet his end. Mon Cointaker has been sentenced to execution.
Coin taker. He was not given much of a chance in life, is he? If his last name was already Coin Taker. His parents have basically fucked him from birth. Oh, that was a really poor fucking phrasing right there. Fucked him over from birth. Not any. Moving on. Who is
His
Mountain
a
Coin
sordid
Taker?
life, and his will be a fitting death. He was a cutthroat, a brigand, a highwayman, and former traveler. He left my flock when we
I'm
would
surprised
not
you don't want
serve
me to
his
go after
gruesome
Grim.
tastes, and with his bloody ways he amassed a great fortune coveted by many.
I guess me meeting Grim is what you're scared of, but it's already happened like 40 fucking times, so that's awful.
It would be if he was not a monster and a cutthroat, but despite this, Mon has amassed a sizable hoard before his arrest. He has cost the Travelers dearly many times, and sullied our name with his murders. Let the Travelers see the price of those that cross me. He is being held in Convict's Cavern in Apatir. He will give you the key to his hoard. This I have foreseen.
Remember when you were just a lovely little lady? It's the first time I met you and you were just so very wholesome and, oh, you spoke like this and everything was calm and we were a lovely group of people who never committed any fucking atrocities or anything, and now you just want me to behead everyone I come across. I'm surprised you haven't pulled the fucking Dark Brotherhood and just had me purge all the other travelers. But, I guess I would never listen, because I'm actually a smart boy and I seem to be outsmarting a literal god? Or holy woman, or whatever the hell you're supposed to be. I still haven't quite figured it out. But I love your stupid little hair. Or maybe you've just got one of those weird-ass protruding brains that half the gnomes seem to have for some reason. Whatever it is, I hate everything about it. So, where is this taking me? I said, where is this taking me, game? And you will fucking tell me. Oh, it's right outside Suncamp? That keeps happening. Everything the Travelers want to do, or tell me to do, is always right next to the fucking Travelers. Like, they don't want me to put in any effort whatsoever. And you know what? I fucking appreciate it, because I am allergic to effort. So let's make our way out here. Let's get to a half-decent fucking place. Maybe I'll go right outside where the mission is supposed to begin or whatever. Yeah, it's literally right here. Wow. You could not have made this easier for me. Is the dude in jail? I sort of phased out halfway through. I think he is in jail, isn't he? And he's soon to be executed. To break in and get some lovely, lovely information. You gonna give me the key, buddy? I'd be surprised if I don't already have it, to be honest.
Whitestone. The only thing you'll find here is trouble. Keep walking.
It doesn't even matter. It's not even gonna bother fucking making me do it. I just walk right in. Like, I know I already picked the lock forever ago, but I mean, come on. Could have been giving me a little bit more to do than that. Wait, have I never been here? This is like the one prison I never bothered to fuck over. Do these even... Oh, these are... What? What is this? Why do they just do nothing? Are they just minor fucking inconveniences? Or is he just smart enough to step over it? I don't have to, like, walk around. He can actually get his big old fucking legs over it for once. Okay, good for you. You learned basic human motor skills. That was a worthwhile level up. Alright, now do I leave it here? Or do I have a lovely little sexy conversation with a convict? Let's do the conversation, I'm excited.
Looks like one of Arjean's blew in here. Wonder what the guards would do if I called them over. But Mon
Excuse me, sir, where did all this talk of blowing come from?
You are a traveler, aren't you? Suppose Sun Camp came to gloat.
Because between you and me, I definitely would not fit between the bars.
I can't believe
travelers.
I ever walked with you cowards. Can take a man's livelihood, but not his life, eh?
Hey, at least I didn't come for your manhood. Not quite yet, anyway.
Oh,
Mount
come
Coin
now.
Taker.
I can't be all that bad, can I? Maybe I did slit some throats. They'll still remember me as the richest son of a bitch in Apatir who laughed in the Hierophant's face.
Imagine calling yourself a son of a bitch in such a mundane, boring voice. I kind of really like you, but come on, have a little bit of charisma. Is it so hard? There are so few NPCs in Fashion Quest or anything who have any kind of coolness to them. They all feel so flat and so just, I don't know, monotone almost. He's got a little bit of life in him. It's like, I'm not so bad, am I? But it, like, you could have been... To be fair, what I just did was way more charismatic than what he did. And I haven't even done voice acting in... months now. That's so sad. I really, really miss it. Come on, big disease. Fuck off. Not my big disease. That's a small disease. I mean the big disease that's ruining the entire planet right now. Dark Vari and Zungas.
Fighting over my table scraps. Only now they have a shot at the whole feast. More likable than you spineless travelers, at any rate.
Hey, I've got vertebrae. Not very many. They've been shattered many times over the course of this game, and I've at least got, I don't know, two left. 2 whole vertebrae. That should make me about, like, 1.5 feet tall, but whatever, it's true. Well, I've come for your horde.
My door shut until I reach the gallery.
Oh, those eyes!
But this is only part of the key you'll need. See? I'm a fair man. I gave the other pieces to the Zungars and the Dark Varis. They're looking for my treasure right now, and I don't think they'll share. This is what you scabs
I literally wiped out their whole family long ago.
Claim my gold if you dare. Arjean can hold my debt fulfilled if you survive.
This is what you get for assuming the travelers aren't willing to genocide, because I genocided hard.
My
Snaketail Grotto.
Grounds. Would that I could see it now, filled with eager Zungars and Dark Varis, spilling their blood for my gold.
Alright then. Well, I'll see you never, ever, ever again, because you're going to rot here. Enjoy your miserable, miserable fucking death. There we go. And it seems like, in the next one, there's gonna be quite a lot of blood to spill. It's gonna be quite the exciting fucking start to a session. Instead of this one, where I think I began it by reading a book. Honestly, I can't even think back that far. That was many, many hours, and I don't remember what I did 3 minutes ago. But, oh my god, okay. I need to go and just lay my fucking head down and massage it until, like, 1 or 2 more fucking brain cells spring back to life. Because there's, like, one little bastard in there. One little surviving brain cell. He's cold, he's lonely, he's shivering, he's wanking, mostly wanking. But, oh, man, he needs friends. And only... I don't know, only like hours and hours and hours and hours and days of sleep will be able to bring them back to life, but maybe I can at least get 1 or 2 back online. So, that's what we're gonna leave it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel. And I will see you in the next one. But for now, this is Strike signing off. Goodbye! I just want to say, like, I know I just did an outro, and this is kind of completely going against what I'm about to say. That outro was fucking clean. The last few sessions, I completely butchered it for some reason. But I guess this can count as the butchery for this session. I just wanted to stroke my own cock for a couple of seconds. Not literally, obviously, just needed a little bit of an ego boost after being so very broken this session. But yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. Goodbye.